Welcome to Screen Hollywood, the home of movie news and entertainment. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
In just a month, the action-packed trailer for Paramount's Gladiator 2 has racked up over 350 million global cross-platform views. Ridley Scott might have pulled off his long-awaited sequel to the 2000 Oscar-winning epic of the same name. Gladiator 2, starring Paul Mescal as a grown-up Lucius, also features Pedro Pascal and Denzel Washington in what looks sure to be a rousing spectacle. But there is a group of fans who say they are not impressed with what they have seen so far. I tend to agree. While Paramount's official trailer on YouTube is one of the studio's most watched video uploads ever in a 24-hour period, with over 24 million views and plenty of fans ecstatic, it's also important to note it's had 133,000 likes versus 279,000 dislikes and counting. This is very unusual for a major release and serves as a big red flag to cautious movie fans. There's been heaps of negative feedback on the trailer for this film, ranging from using Kanye West music in a period film. We totally agree this was a ridiculous choice by the production team and editors. What the hell was they thinking? Other people have stated the trailer is far too long, which has subsequently confirmed what happens in the movie from start to finish. This is very true. This is the mistake of an amateur, and we can't believe the final cut of the trailer was approved by the studio. After studying the trailer, we have identified there is a clear chronological timeline for everyone to see. This is nuts. In addition to the terrible music choice and trailer editing, I am not excited at all to watch this movie. In addition to the criticism the film has already had before its release, my main concern is making a sequel to Gladiator in the first place. It's not a sequel type of film, and should have always been a standalone movie. The original Gladiator film was beautifully shot with breathtakingly stunning cinematography, tremendously acted with a heavyweight all-star cast, and was masterfully directed by the legendary Ridley Scott, and to put icing on the cake, a score proposed by the one and only Hans Zimmer. They have given themselves an almost impossible mission to top the original. Ridley Scott is a great director, this is unquestionable. But let's face it, he's not been on top form for years, and he's riding on the coattails of his previous classics. And now to address the elephant in the room. Why on earth have Paramount cast Denzel Washington? In addition to this, why does he have an urban New York accent in ancient Rome? For me, this is unforgivable and has completely put me off the film. It's sloppy casting by the studio and lazy acting by Washington, who clearly couldn't be bothered to get the accent right or make any attempt whatsoever. I will trigger some people by saying I don't rate Washington anymore, and he is way past his best. I haven't seen a good performance from this guy since Malcolm X and Cry Freedom. I don't count Training Day, and to this day I don't understand how he won an Oscar for that role and beat Russell Crowe, who gave a breathtaking performance in A Beautiful Mind. I place Washington in the same category as Robert De Niro, another classic actor riding on the coattails of their previous success over 20 years ago. Not bringing anything new to the screen, to the point where he just turns up on set playing Denzel Washington. I'm sorry, but someone has to call this out. This guy has no range. He plays the same person in every movie he does. I don't believe his characters, and I don't believe his performances. When I get around to watching Gladiator 2, all I will see is Denzel Washington playing Denzel Washington wandering around in scenes. Let me show you who would have been perfect for this role. This guy, Liev Schreiber. He has the look, and is a very underrated actor with a lot of talent. But instead, we get Washington. Tell us in the comments who else would have been a better casting than Washington for Gladiator 2. Another element of the film which is off is the whole look of the film. Let me explain. In the original Gladiator film, the visuals, as we all know, were stunning, but one of the reasons they worked so well was the whole movie had an almost oil painting look, which gave the feeling of the events of the film happening hundreds of years ago. Gladiator 2 looks too clean, too sharp, too 4K, which has resulted in the film looking like it was shot 2 weeks ago, and everyone in costume playing dress up. Maybe it's just me, but I couldn't help but notice this. We expect Gladiator 2 to make money when it's released in November, but we are 95% sure it won't have even close to the success of the original picture, and rightly so. The first Gladiator film is an untouchable classic, and like fine wine, it will get better and better, continuing to show everyone how far mainstream cinema has fallen. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next one.